Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with us. It is a Tuesday morning, May 13th. I'm Tracey McCain.
And I'm Marcy Jones. We have all of your headlines on tap, but first we got to get over to meteorologist Jill Gilardi, looking pretty in pink.
Yes.
It looks like a great day,
We need coffee. Get us coffee.
This is,
the water is not working.
let me take it from here, okay?
Thank you.
Work on that. Working up, working out, whatever you're doing this morning, it is, the weather's working out for us, that's for sure. 58 degrees right now. We do have some high-level clouds that ended up being a very pretty sunrise, and now we're kind of past the point of all those pretty colors, but nonetheless, we are starting off with those thin clouds, so not completely overcast most places, but nonetheless, the chance for rain today is 0, so that is good. Another dry day, and the flow is coming in from the northeast. Everyone enjoying above average temperatures. It's in the 50s to start off this morning. If you are off today, or at least at some point during the day, and you want to get outside and work in the yard, well, we're expecting the weather again to cooperate. More clouds than what we experienced yesterday, but still a beautiful day with 70s inland, at or slightly above normal, and some 60s down to the shoreline, all because of that flow that's coming out of that southerly direction. So another dry day, but as you've been hearing, we've been giving you that first alert that a more unsettled pattern is going to be developing. We'll have more on that and when we'll see our first little droplets coming from those clouds in about 10 minutes from now. But let's get an update on traffic with Marcy. Good morning again.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being with us. Things are heating up on the roads and not in a good way. Unfortunately, we have a lot to get to. First, we have a very serious crash in Voluntown. This involves 2 vehicles. Route 165 is closed at Bennett Road, and this is a road that is very regularly used for folks to get to Rhode Island. We also have a crash that we've been dealing with all morning long in Simsbury. Route 167, also known as Bushy Hill Road, closed at Sydney Way and Overlook Terrace. This is a car into a utility pole. We're hearing that this could be impacting the bus schedule, so make sure you check ahead with your schools to see if there's any delays there. And finally, we do have a crash in New Haven. This is on 91 southbound, the exit to 95 northbound ramp. Just make sure if you're heading out that way that you plan a little extra time to get where you're going. Other than that, drive times are looking pretty average. We're going to have another check back in with you and more information on that Voluntown crash in just seconds. That's your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report, driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
All right, we'll continue that first alert with this breaking information on that Voluntown crash where Route 165 is closed due to a serious crash.
Let's take a live look there now. 2 police cars crashed near Bennett Road around 4:45 this morning. They say people are hurt, and Lifestar did respond. Police say the road will be closed for an extended period of time and are asking you to avoid the area.
Well, happening today, educators and local lawmakers will speak out against federal cuts they say will impact mental health programs for students. Organizers say the Trump administration is stopping grants that were awarded back in 2022, and this could have a direct impact on your child's school. Advocates in Litchfield County say they used that funding to hire 16 social workers that served in over 30 schools. Also happening today, lawmakers from our state will discuss a bill that aims to support kids and families. The bill works to support kindergarten students and help kids get access to healthy foods. It also includes plans to track young people who are not working in or the school.
This morning, school leaders in Cromwell want to make sure the bleachers are safe after they tipped over during a baseball game yesterday. Officials will be inspecting the bleachers at the field. They're also working to find out what caused the bleachers to tip over.
Well, turning to a big story happening right now in the capital city where people are asking for the violence to stop in Hartford.
Today, they're using their voices to speak out against it. And your reporter, Aaliyah Red, joins us now live from the police headquarters. Aaliyah, tell us what's going on there.
Mothers United Against Violence is asking the community to come out and join them. Today at 5 o'clock, they'll be gathering outside of Gospel Lighthouse Church on Main Street. And only 3 days ago, there was a shooting and a stabbing inside the house of worship. Police say about 150 people were inside this church when chaos erupted. We're told Smelly and a 65-year-old woman began arguing. A warrant reveals that he then punched the woman in the face before firing a gun. Police say 3 victims needed serious medical attention. A 32-year-old man was stabbed twice in the back, and police are still looking for who did that. And a 37-year-old woman was grazed in the hip by a bullet. It's situations like this leading the activists to put on tonight's vigil. And we did speak with the mayor. He's saying that he's going to use every resource available to make sure that the city is safe this summer for residents. Your reporter in Hartford, Aaliyah Rad, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, happening now, West Haven is cracking down on people selling items door to door at night. City leaders passed new regulations that stop them from knocking on doors after dusk, and solicitors will have to apply through the city and get background checks. They'll also have to wear a photo ID badge. Violators will be fined $250.
Happening now, city leaders in New Haven are set to transform how traffic flows on a busy portion of Chapel Street. A stretch of road between College and York Streets will soon switch from one-way to two-way travel. That's right by Yale. New Haven's mayor says this will help people get around faster, and the changes should start on May 28th.
The fire started almost immediately, and like within minutes, all of these trees had been, engulfed in flames. It was very quick.
Well, right now, Connecticut lawmakers are considering a bill that would give local governments more power over the future of solar developments in their town. This after a solar farm in East Windsor is stirring up a lot of controversy after the equipment caused a brush fire. Now, East Windsor state representative says her town is becoming what she calls a frying pan as it has so much solar. She is pushing for change, but will the proposals become law? The I-Team's investigation into solar farms continues tonight at 5.
And happening now, if you've owned an Apple device in the last decade, you could be eligible for some money. A class action lawsuit is impacting Apple products made since 2014. The lawsuit accused the company of using Siri to spy on users. Apple denies the allegations. The Connecticut Sun tip off their WNBA season this Sunday, but now a huge story is overshadowing the home opener. According to a new report, there is a real chance that the team could leave our state in the future.
And that would be horrible for everyone. Your reporter Roger Susanen is live in studio breaking it all down. Roger, this is devastating, especially if this were to happen.
You're exactly right. And unfortunately, in these kinds of situations, you can usually find the answer by following the money. And right now, WNBA franchise values are skyrocketing, and the Suns owners are facing a big decision. Do they invest in their team or cash out? Now, Sportico dropped this bombshell yesterday. They report the Suns owners, the Mohegan Tribal Gaming Authority, hired the investment bank Allen & Company to at least explore selling the team. And they also say that a deal would almost certainly mean the Sun, Connecticut's only top-level professional sports team, would relocate to another part of the country. The move would be very sad, of course, for our state, but as a straight business deal, the Suns' timing could be perfect in terms of maximizing their profits. WNBA teams, again, have never been more valuable, thanks in large part to young superstars like Caitlin Clark. Back in 2003, the Suns owners paid $10 million to buy the franchise, and Sportico reports the next round of WNBA franchise expansion will likely fetch $200 million per team. Another reason the Sun could at least consider selling is to get out of Dodge before the franchise would be forced to build a new practice facility, which would be a major investment. The team has been terrific on the court lately, but they just lost their entire starting lineup and head coach in the offseason. So listen, the Suns certainly face a total rebuild in the years ahead. The question is, will that rebuild happen here in Connecticut? We did reach out to the owners of the team. So far, they have not responded. Reporting in the studio, I'm your reporter, Roger Susanen, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, let's take a look at our other kind of New England favorite here, the Boston Celtics. This morning, the New York Knicks have taken a dominant lead against their playoff series with the Celtics.
They won Game 4 by 9 points, and they now lead the series 3-1.
So adding salt to the wound for Celtics fans is this moment right here. Star forward Jason Tatum scored 44 points and left the game in the fourth quarter because of this injury. You can see here he's grabbing his right ankle after diving for a loose ball.
The team says he'll undergo testing today, and Game 5 will be played in Beantown tomorrow night. Jill?
Oh, I was watching that game too.
No.
But I will be cheering them on tomorrow night. That is for sure. Tomorrow night is my Friday. All right. That's enough about me. But how about you? Are you enjoying this lovely weather? We're expecting just clouds today. You see that rain is like, ooh, creeping up. Like I think of that Virginia creeper kind of plant right now with that rain just trying to make its way to the northeast. But thankfully, high pressure is winning. And there you have it. It's thin enough clouds. You get some sun breaking through. That's the live view out of Torrington. The First Alert weather app showing the clouds thickening up. So enjoy the little bit more sun you're going to see this morning versus this afternoon when those clouds get thicker, but a high of about 73, 75-ish, mid 70s across the Windsor Locks area with a thin veil of clouds this morning, thickening up later on today. But notice we're all dry, and with the wind coming off of the water, we will only see highs in the mid and upper 60s, for example, in New London. But eventually the rain will arrive, and I'm timing that out for you coming up in the next few minutes. But for now, I'll send it over to you, Tracy.